Hello everyone! Welcome to another watch along. I still feel like I've not really gotten over the Tottenham one, and all of a sudden we're here doing a West Ham one. Great. But hello everyone, I hope all of you are well. Hope things are all good in everything that you do. And this is your watch along. We're going to go through the motions once again, because this is what we're doing. And I want to start off one place, right? Let's have a little giggle. Let's start off in a very funny way, right? Some people screenshotted a certain thing on the last watch along, Chelsea Tottenham, and oh great, would you look at that? I just got my own notification that I'm live. My own notification. Great. Guess what? Younes Talks Football is live. Chelsea versus West Ham live watch along. I think I should tune into that. Anyway, screenshots. There, hang on. There we are. You can take another screenshot if you want. Now I'm wearing a West Ham top. So before I was wearing a Tottenham top. And you know what? How about we do this? There we are. Now I've got a Chelsea polo. Come on. I'm not gonna lie. I had like a khaki t-shirt, wasn't it? And it actually looked like the Tottenham away kit for 1 year. They wore that colour. I think it was Lucas Moura who was playing for them at that time, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Pochettino's time. And it actually looked like that top. Yeah, horrible. Looked absolutely horrendous. We'll never do that again. But hope all is well. We've got another game to go through. Chelsea versus West Ham. We're going to go through the teams very shortly. Just to let all of you know, this game is not on UK TV. For obvious reasons. We're mid-table. West Ham are mid-table. Brighton are mid-table, but Aston Villa are not. So Brighton and Aston Villa are being televised as a 2 p.m. kickoff, and we are not. In order to watch the game, help each other out, as you always do in the chat. Be in Sports, maybe ESPN, maybe USA Network. I'm not sure. Clarify it in the chat. Help each other out in terms of where you can watch the game so everyone knows where to go to. If you are in the UK, you're going to have to do some digging because you're not going to find it on TV. The name is D with the first super chat of the day. Thank you very much. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you too. Thank you very much. And the lineups. Let's jump right in without any hesitation, right? I'm going to do this on here, because it's better. Right, let's get this up. Chelsea versus West Ham. Lineups are... Hang on, let me put this on silent before I start getting notifications all over the place. Both lineups are confirmed. Let's get to it. Starting with Chelsea as the home team. There we are. People in the chat are now putting where to go and watch it. So do your research. Big up to everyone in the chat. It's not on TNT Sports. I'm just going to... Unless there's another TNT. If there's another TNT I don't know of in some other country, then great. If you're talking about the UK TNT, it's not on. I don't think, anyway. You know what? Let me do this. Let me go to exactly where you guys can watch this. Let me help you guys out. I know exactly where to go. Right, Chelsea West Ham. Yeah, it's not on TNT. It's not on Sky Sports. It's not on, unless you're living in Germany. It's on beIN Sports, beIN Sports Turkey, DAZN in Spain, DAZN in Portugal, Optus Sport, Peacock in the USA. Setanta Sports still exists. Bloody hell, I thought they died. They exist in Ukraine. Great. Sky Sports Premier League in Deutschland, Germany. Supersport, TSN in Malta, if you're living in Malta. Anyone in Malta? I don't think there is. I don't think I've got viewers in Malta, if I'm being honest. Apart from that, I think that's it. V Sport. That's it. So I've basically given you every single possible channel that you can watch it on. So that's sorted. If you don't have the game by now, then it's your fault. Let's get to the teams. Starting 11, Petrovic in goal. Gilchrist has taken to the bench. We've gone with Chalobah at right back, Cucurella left back, Badiashile, Thiago Silva jumps back in. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I thought we saw the last of him. So clearly his issue wasn't a big issue, and I'm glad. We got 2 games at the Bridge left for the season. There's today, and then... Apologies. And then there's the last game of the season against Bournemouth. So one of those games will be his last, and we will give him a massive goodbye. I'm glad we still get to see him play. We can give him a good send-off. Caicedo, Gallagher in the midfield. Cole Palmer ahead of him, unchanged. And the rest of the team's unchanged. Madueke, Mudryk and Nicholas Jackson. For West Ham, Areola in goal. Ex-Chelsea, Emerson at left back. This is going to be interesting. Emerson versus Chalobah, basically, or Emerson versus Madueke. Kufau right back, another ex-Chelsea. Kurt Zouma is in line today at centre-back alongside Ogbonna. Edson Alvarez, who was at one time a Chelsea target. I remember when we were looking at him. He's alongside Thomas Soucek in midfield. Lucas Paqueta in the number 10. Kudus just alongside him. Jared Bowen alongside him too. And Mikel Antonio up top. That's a great team, I'm not going to lie. That's a great West Ham team. That's the best West Ham team I think you could ask for. Maybe bar James Ward-Prowse in there somewhere, but he'll probably come off the bench to score a free kick because that's what he does. He scored at the Bridge before anyway, if you remember. The bench, talking about the bench, Disasi is back. He's on the bench. Sterling is on the bench. Bettinelli and Nkunku is back and available on the bench. Levi Colwell is back and available on the bench. Malo Gusto is back and available on the bench. Cassidy, David Washington and Alfie Gilchrist. So we've got a much healthier team in terms of availability, but I'm glad that all these guys are on the bench and they're not starting. There's no need. There's no need to rush anyone in. There really isn't. We got to make sure these guys are 100%. So the 14 names that were out have now reduced to 8. We got 6 back very quickly. So happy days. For West Ham, Aguerd is out alongside Mavropanos. He's out with a knock. That's basically it. Their bench, Fabianski, Ben Johnson, Aaron Cresswell, Ward-Prowse, Cornet, Danny Ings, George Earthy. That's such an... You can just tell he's an academy boy, isn't he? He's probably like 16 or something. George Earthy. No, he's 19. He's 19. George Earthy. That's such a FIFA generic academy name. You know when you go on FIFA and you just have these these kids that you've never heard of. George Earthy is such a kid. It's got kid written all over it. But he's on the bench. Keelan Casey, another academy boy, I'm guessing. He's 19 as well. And Divin Mubama. He's 19 as well. So they've got 3 academy boys on the bench if they have to turn to them at some point. That's the team. Those are the teams. I have to be honest. This West Ham team, like I said on the preview, now I'm seeing their starting 11, is, I think, better than the Tottenham team we played. No? I think it is. I think this West Ham team is very balanced. It's got quality all over. I look at Kurt Zouma at centre-back, Kufau at right-back, Emerson at left-back, even Ogbonna. I look at Soucek in midfield alongside Edson. I look at Kudus, Paqueta, Bowen, and Antonio up top. For West Ham, you can't get better. You know what I mean? Football Manager New Gen, exactly. So, yeah. So, it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game. So, let's see what happens. Now, there is some news. And I want let me see if I can share this. Have I got this set up for me to put things on screen? No, I don't. Okay, let me do it here. I'll show it to you on here. There is news out of the Bridge. Shout out to Tom Overend, who has allowed this to who has made this happen, basically, I think alongside someone else. But he's at the game and he's taken pictures of the matchday program. Now, if you look at the matchday program, that's the shot. And as you can see in the matchday program, Angry Right Man, who left us not long ago, but there we are. He's in the matchday program for everyone that's attending Stamford Bridge. He's in there. The tribute they've given him, Abradeep Saha, aka Angry Right Man. Chelsea's passionate YouTube voice fell silent. He tugged the hearts of millions with his fiery rants, infectious energy and dark humour, a die-hard blue forever. So that's the little tribute that Angry Rant Man has got. He will also be mentioned at halftime. Tom did say he's going to film that at halftime because he's at the bridge, and as soon as that clip is up, he will upload it and it will be on Twitter for everyone to see. So, yeah. It's a fitting tribute, and I'm glad that the club have managed to do something for Angry Rant Man. And as always, Angry Rant Man will be missed. Yeah, so that's that. Rubaiti Ramen, thank you very much for your super chat. Hi Younes, I hope Todd Bowley doesn't sack Poch. It won't be Todd Bowley. Once again, can we get this notion out? And this isn't to you, like Rubaiti. This is to everyone, right? Clear Lake are the figureheads at this football club, right? Todd is a member of the consortium with 10%, and that's it, right? He's the face that they've stuck in front to take the blame, basically. He is to blame as well, but Clear Lake are the ones that are going to be making the hardcore decisions because they have the overall control. Or Clown Lake, as many people now would say. Hi Younes, yeah, I hope TB doesn't sack Poch in the summer. We are crying for some stability. Replace some with experienced players and we will bounce back. You know, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because for Poch, he seems to have put public his displeasures. He's not spoken to the owners in ages. Now there's apparently a strain in that relationship. And as of the last few days, we are hearing more and more that Poch wants more of a say in relation to the recruitment because he's saying that he's not had much of a say. And it came out by, was it Nizar Kinsella or was it Rahman Osman? One of them. A couple of days ago, I think, come out and said that no signings that we've brought in were down to Pochettino or recommendations of Pochettino. None. So, but they've also gone on to say that he wants experience in this summer window. Main priority. And I agree with that. 100%. My concern with Poch, two things. Acceptance, right, of anything that comes from above. Do you just bend over and accept? That's what he's done so far. Now, if he's finally, you know, coming out of that shell, then great. It's better late than never. Secondly, the stubbornness in game. Stubbornness in game, I think in terms of the relationship he has with the players, yeah, they all love him and they get on with him and whatnot, and he's nice with them, great, right? Is he too soft with them? Is he too nice with them? Is he too friendly with them? Is there a good balance? I'd like to hope, but I'm not seeing any signs that there is a good balance where the players know that, you can't mess with him. Like, we love him, but you can't mess with him. There has to be a balance between love and respect. You know, love and, don't cross his line. Because if you cross his line, you know, but we're here for you and we will play for you. Don't worry. Like, there needs to be a balance of that. If you shift to either hardcore stance on either extreme, you're going to fail. So the in-game management, though, tactically, is where he's messed up many times this season. That needs to change. At the same time, I understand people's concern where they go into the summer and they reckon that there's not going to be much availability in terms of managers to go and get. Liverpool have had to go and settle for Arne Slot. Now, I've got to be honest. I'm happy. I hear that I'm happy because I don't think he's going to succeed. I think it's a bad move for Liverpool. Arne Slot, I think that's going to go wrong, personally. And therefore, I hear that and I'm like, great. If they've gotten Slot, cool, happy days. You never know. I could be wrong, right? He might succeed. You never know. But so far, I just don't think he will. The availability of managers is definitely low. However, a couple of the names that are out there, I feel like immediately improve us, you know? I know some people are not going to like Thomas Tuchel. Personally, I'd take TT back tomorrow, right? And I think it would give us identity. I think it would give us flexibility. I think it would be a case of the inverse. I think tactically, TT has a much superior threshold compared to Pochettino. However, in terms of the man management that Pochettino has with the players, TT would have to end up, getting players on side and a nice blend and getting players to really dig in for him and doing all of that and hoping it doesn't go sour and making sure you don't strain relationships. That is definitely, I think they're different. They're polar opposites. So that's that. Personally, we go into the summer and we will see what happens. At the end of the day, though, and I want to stress this, it's not all down to the manager. This is where our current situation is different from before. Some people are going to say, oh, move on, we're not under Roman Abramovich anymore. This isn't the same. I know it's not the same. And this is why I'm stressing. Before, I used to blame managers. Before, I used to come out and go, yo, it's the manager. Boom, get rid. Just change him, we'll be fine, right? Now, that's not the case. And many people seem to think, the same people that say, oh, move on, this isn't Roman's time, right? Don't look at the owners, look at the manager, are the ones that are still making the same judgment like they were under Roman, right? They're the ones that are not adapting to the situation and thinking that this is actually different from Roman, and it's not that it was back then, where you can just look at the manager, change it, and everything will be okay. There are problems coming from upstairs. Pochettino gets changed, cool. That's only part of the problem solved. The overall problem comes from above him. It's the way the club is being run, functioning, the decisions being made, the strategy, the model. That's where the core problem comes from. So, this is where, even if we change manager, it's not all rosy, and direction needs to change. Direction needs to change. So, we'll see what happens. Now, Bruno, thank you very much. Our fan base think Osimhen is not good enough. Listen, I've seen what's happened over the last 12 hours. Is it the last 12 hours? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. People are coming out going, Osimhen's all right, but 100 million, no, I'm not paying it. Not paying it. What? Now listen, this is where I go back to the point that I just made. Are we going to have the money to be able to put on the table for them? I did see the recommendation from yesterday saying that Chelsea are looking to consider putting Lukaku into the deal, a youngster into the deal, and some cash. I will be happy with that. For Victor Osimhen, I would be happy with that. Now again, I go back to the point that I said before. Bringing in Victor Osimhen is not going to solve everything. It's going to solve parts. It's not going to be... People are looking for the ultimate answer. There isn't one answer. You need many answers to come in and make the one big answer. This is why I say it isn't like how it used to be. You make one change, everything's fixed. Because we were always just one change away from fixing everything. That was how it was before. Now, we got many problems. We need many solutions. Getting a striker that can score goals is going to be part of the solution. But we have other things as well. Are we going to get experience in? Are we going to look to change this under 25 model? Are we going to remove this salary cap? Are we going to do these things that are going to entice players, whilst we are not playing Champions League, to come in and actually come to Chelsea? Victor Osimhen would be, for me... Alright, let me put it like this. Let's just talk striker, yeah? Forget all the other problems. We need a striker, yeah? We need a striker. Cool. If you don't want Osimhen, who are you getting? Give me names. If you don't want Osimhen because you're saying that 100 million is too much, right? Okay, cool. Who are you getting him? Don't say Sesko. Please don't. Like, come on. What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Let me know. Isak will not leave Newcastle. Can I just say, Isak will not leave Newcastle. I'd take Isak tomorrow. I can't lie. I would take Isak tomorrow. Isak will not leave Newcastle. So it's not happening. It's not happening. There's no way. Okay, look, this is what I was going to say. If we go and get Isak, yeah, how much do you think we're going to get him for? How much do you think Newcastle are going to accept? Let me tell you, they're going to ask for 100 million. and correctly so. Correctly so. Yeah? They won't let him go. So would you take Isak or would you take Osimhen? I'll take Osimhen. Some people said Havertz. Holy... Nah, get out of here. Get out. You lot get out. Get out. Get out. Gyökeres from Sporting. How much are they going to let Gyökeres go for? He has a release clause, doesn't he? What's his release clause? Let me check. I swear he has a release clause. Yeah, 100 million. What a surprise. Now you're taking Gyökeres, you're taking Osimhen. I'm sorry, I'm taking Osimhen. That's me. Irvin, thank you very much for your super chat saying, Younes, it's my birthday tomorrow. Hoping for a win. Happy birthday in advance. Hope we give you a win. Hope they give us all a win. That would be better. Fingers crossed. But happy birthday, mate. Hope all goes well. And enjoy yourself. JC, thank you very much, saying, I'll take the lumberjack next door for free. Quality. Ernest, thank you very much for your super chat. Drogba might have a cousin out there somewhere. Well, listen. Drogba... He had good ties with Lukaku at one point. You know what I mean? And we went and got Lukaku back, and look what happened. So I'm not looking to relationships that old players have with some new players in order to determine whether they should come to Chelsea or not. Osimhen does have a good relationship with Drogba, but that's not the reason why I would want Osimhen. Just because he gets on with Drogba, like, I'm not doing that anymore. We've done that before. We all saw how it went. It didn't go well. I'm not going there again. I'm not calling players baby this and baby that. I'm not doing it again. So it is what it is. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. Going into the summer, we will see what happens. Technically, right now, all of this is noise and it's void. Unless if we've changed the model. Are we going to do business properly? Are we not? Before all of that, we got to hear what the FFP situation is. We're going to find that out before we actually start going in for players properly. We're going to be able to know whether we have complied with FFP or not. So that's going to be the indicator telling us where we're going, where we're heading. So let's see what happens. Jonathan Chan, thank you very much, saying, how about 99.99 million for Osimhen plus Lukaku? Do you mean giving them Lukaku and 99 million? Because if that's the case, no. No deal. no deal. If that's what you meant. Thank you very much. Ahmed Ibada, thank you very much, saying, how about Tony for 30 to 40 million according to reports? We ain't getting Tony either. We could, I think, if we tried hard enough, but Arsenal, it's got Arsenal written all over it. And Arsenal are in such a better position than us. And God forbid Arsenal win the league. If Arsenal win the league, we cannot compete. Whatsoever. Like, literally, if they don't win the league, we might be able to get a foot through the door. Might. But they still have a more settled and stable team. They've got competing for the title, competing for silverware. They're in the Champions League. They've got all of that. If you add them winning the league and they're champions, then even City might be like, yo, we got competition now in terms of getting players. Do you know what I mean? Because Arsenal will be champions in the same way that Liverpool started competing when they won when they won the league. So God forbid that they win the league. I cannot have Arsenal winning the league. I cannot. No, I refuse to live in a world where Arsenal have won the title. No, it's been 20 years exactly, and it's been a great 20 years, and I don't want it to end. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think Ivan Toney has got Arsenal written all over him. And yeah, that's why I don't feel like it's going to be realistic at all. Jimmy Kudo, thank you very much, saying either or, Ziyech or Madueke. Madueke. On one condition. Madueke starts, and it might take a little bit of time. I understand he's young, right? I can give him some slack on that, but this is where we need experience. We need example setters. We need players around that are going to be setting examples on all sorts of levels, even on a life level in the dressing room, telling them how to approach life. Giving them lessons that only players that have been there and done it can give them. But Madueke is a good footballer. He is a good footballer. So I would take him ahead of Ziyech, just on the basis that Ziyech is nearing 30. If he's not already 30, is he already 30? Let me check. Is he 29? 31. Whoa. Time's gone by pretty quickly. So, yeah, I'll take Madueke. Madueke, of course. Oh, the players coming out. Bloody hell, that went quick. Whoa. Players are coming out. Let me get the time and all that sorted. Game's about to start. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Now that's where are you, oh clock? Some would call it Potter clock. I can't lie. Whenever Harry does do that, I laugh. It is actually hilarious. It's original and it's hilarious. I do like it. Tolu, thank you very much, saying the 99.9 plus Lukaku insinuates he is worthless. Yeah, I get it. This is actually true. I've gone from saying that that's not going to work to, you know what, you got a point. You got a point. No, but realistically, I'd like to think that for Lukaku, we should get... Can we get 25 mil for him? Surely. 20 mil? At worst, 20 mil. You know? Israel Valadares, thank you very much, saying, hi, Younes, did you watch the Canelo fight? No, I didn't. I saw the knockdown. I saw the uppercut that he gave, who was he fighting? And he put him on the canvas so clean. But I didn't see the fight. And I've not actually gone to check who won, but I'm guessing Canelo won. Because it's Canelo, surely. But yeah, I've not seen that. What I did watch was Backlash. I watched Backlash in France. Any French people in the chat? My goodness, I think that's the best crowd wrestling has ever seen. Ever. Ever. That was unbelievable. Unreal. Just a football crowd. It was a proper football crowd. It was like Champions League final settings. It was ridiculous. So yeah, listen. I've been in a London crowd before. I know London crowds go mad. We go crazy, yeah? When WWE comes to the O2 or something, we go mad. But yesterday, the French took it to another level. Flipping insane. The camera was moving. Like, the camera was shaking. I've never seen it before. So, yeah, crazy scenes. Sam Joseph, Marcos Alonso was our last decent striker. You are so correct. Dr. Fluffball, thank you very much. Keep up the good work, mate. Huge fan and Chelsea fan. Also, do you think Palmer is a future captain? No, not a future captain, but definitely a future main, one of the best sort of players, you know? Like a Lampard or even a Didier. You know, those sort of players that they're not the captain, but they're one of the main guys. Hazard. One of the main guys, not a captain. I think like that. So I think Alfie Gilchrist has what it takes to be able to go the long distance and become a captain in the future. In the future, though. Not right now. In the future. So, yeah. And Canelo did win. Canelo won. Fantastic. I managed to catch Backlash live because it was in France and the timing was great. It wasn't having to wait till 2 a.m. in the morning. Canelo, I know, was on at like, 4 a.m. in the morning or something like that? 5 a.m.? Or something crazy. So I wasn't watching that. It took place in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Vegas? But anyway, I wasn't watching that. So, yeah. Now, we are getting ready for kickoff. The time is... Why is the time not showing? Oh! Bloody hell, I've not amended this. What's the date? Hang on, let me change this. It's not the 2nd of May. It's the 5th of May. There we are. Boom. We are ready? We are ready. Rebate again, thank you very much, saying Captain Connor G is our man. Yeah, Gallagher has what it takes, I think, to be a captain, but I think his footballing ability needs to increase as well. You know, he definitely has the heart and the passion and the capabilities to execute, but on a footballing level, there is development too that needs to happen there. We have to be honest about that. So. Right. Who's ready for kickoff? Who's ready for kickoff? Kendall, thank you very much for your super chat as well. CFC can buy my services. Over 25. Scores bangers on Tuesday night football. I'm close to the bridge. PS, it's my birthday tomorrow too. Happy birthday. Hope all goes well, my friend. And yeah, send your CV into to Chelsea, and who knows? If they've changed their model, they might contact you. They might. Right. Let's get this all set. We're ready to kick off. Ready to go? Connor, to get us underway. Boom. And we go. Let's get the stats up for you guys on the screen. Let's hope we don't flip and throw this away. Fingers crossed we don't. There we are. Boom. Okay. Let's go. Approaching the first minute. There's Emerson Palmieri. Big up to Emerson. Arash, thank you very much, saying, Kendall, I'm the Chelsea recruitment chief. It's a no. Brilliant. Arash is, for those that don't know, Arash is the MVP of the YTF live chat on a watch-along day. He's always available, multifaceted, multi-skilled, can teleport from one location to the other at any given moment, is on call whenever needed, and will execute your services. So, big up, Arash. Jay-Z, thank you very much, saying, public announcement, everyone hide your cats, they are in danger. Oh my God. Oh, don't do that. For those that don't get it, Kurt Zuma, yeah, he's on the pitch today. Yeah, I don't know what Kurt Zuma was thinking there. When that happened, I don't know what he was thinking. And this is coming from someone who's got 2 cats. That video did not sit comfortable with me whatsoever. Anyway, stranger in the Alps. What a name. I hope you're not stuck in the Alps. Greetings from San Diego, California. Okay, you're not in the Alps. Great. So yeah, greetings to you too, my man. NS Sports TV, Nippon, thank you very much. Hope you're well. Have you done the Hajj yet? No. Definitely an ambition for the future. Has to be done. But no, not yet. Have you? Let us know. There's Antonio, someone to definitely look out on. He is dangerous. He has scored against us before, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, here's Badiashile. Thiago Silva. Every time he gets the ball, I'm just going to sing his name. Chalobah, we've given the ball away. Here come West Ham. Kudus. Goal kick. Now, the games yesterday didn't go in our favour. Burnley lost to Newcastle. They got battered, so that didn't help. We'll wait to see what's going to happen between Crystal Palace and Man United, as Caicedo is just running through everybody. Caicedo and Jackson's not controlled it properly at all. He's on the left-hand side of the box. Jackson over to Gallagher, Mudryk. Don't lose it. Please don't do anything stupid. Oh my God, he's lost it. The Sopranos dynasty, thank you very much, saying, FS Younes, how do you stay so positive watching Chelsea? Oh, Me, positive. I've now become positive. Brilliant. That's a joke, obviously, because I know I am, but I'm realistic too. And I don't fall into that toxic positivity vibe. But no, just enjoy life. If everything outside of football is treating you nicely, yeah, and you don't rely on football for happiness, you'll be fine. If you don't rely on football for happiness, then you will have the capabilities to say everything as it is. And even when things are dark, you will have what it takes to come out and say, yo, things are wrong and it's dark and I won't shy away from it because your life is good. That's me. I'm good. So that's an advice for all of you. Sort out all of your life. Sort out your lives and make sure you're happy outside of football, and football can't destroy you. Anyway, talking about being destroyed, here come West Ham. Oh my God. Corner ball. Was there an offside there? No. Thiago Silva hits it out for a corner. Someone said yeet. Give us a yeet. Yeet. I'll do that if Chelsea score. If Chelsea score, I'll give you a yeet. Corner ball. Oh my God, I thought that was 1-0 West Ham. Oh man, that ball came across the box and it's coming in again. Oh no, good tackle. Caicedo? Is that Jackson? Jackson. All right. Inside. Caicedo, run. No, why is Caicedo not running through the gap? Why is he not running through the defenders? That could have been an easy layoff from Jackson to Caicedo, and Caicedo's not running. Here's Palmer. Nah, too soft, Palmer, too soft. He's gotten the ball again, though. Shoot, have a dig. Go on, have a dig. Palmer, have a dig, mate. Oh, Cucurella. Free kick, West Ham. Ariel to take the free kick. 6.5 minutes in, approaching 7 minutes. 0-0. Nothing much has happened yet. Good header. Going out for a Chelsea throw. Badiashile to take. Quickly. No. Cucurella to take. Cucurella, go back. He's trying to gain some ground. Go back. Ball cleared. Is that a West Ham throw? What in the blue hell was that? No. Is it being taken again? No, it's a West Ham throw. Wow. That was a whole load of nothing. Kufau. Paqueta. Here come West Ham on the right. Good block. Gallagher. Chelsea throw. Yep, that's correct. Nearly 2K of you in the building. Big up to every single one of you. Let's make this a good stream. There's the replay. That's where I thought it went in. Petrovic managed to get his body into the way of that. Prevent it from going into the bottom corner. Chalobah. Okay, link up between Madueke and Chalobah. Here's Caicedo into Cucurella, who's now in midfield again. So Poch is sticking with the same methodology here, and I'm fine with that. I agree with it. Cool, brilliant. Let's see if Cucurella can have another good day in that position. Now there's Cucurella running all the way back into his left back role. Is it still on? West Ham throw. Okay. Here's Madueke. He's giving it. That's a free kick. He's won the free kick. Well done, Madueke. Well done. Hang on, let me shut this real quick. are. Now I can see better. Free kick Chelsea on the right-hand side. I reckon Cole Palmer to take this, or is it going to be a Gallagher outswinger? I reckon a Cole Palmer in-swinger. I'd prefer a Cole Palmer in-swinger if I'm being real. Referees having words with Cucurella. Bit of handbags being thrown in the box. Oh, it's Gallagher. He's gone short. It's going to go out for a goal kick, isn't it? Oh, no. He's taking a shot. Corner ball. Areola with a save. Jackson hitting it first time. Yeah. Unlucky. Can we do something with a corner? Ball in. That's gone straight to the keeper, isn't it? No, cleared. Cleared by Zuma. Gallagher. Over to Palmer. Oh, decent ball. That was a decent ball. Gone all the way back to Petrovic. That was unlucky. Now here's Cucurella on the left-hand side. Badiashile. Palmer coming central. Cucurella. Mudryk. Don't do anything stupid. Jackson. Have a dig. That's a poor touch, Jackson. That's a poor touch. Very heavy. Could have taken that first touch and shoot. Prince David, thank you very much. Saying, I didn't know you did software engineering. Not so much software engineering. Testing and dev was what I was in. Testing and dev. Sharpie, thank you very much. Saying, hi Younes and chat. Hope you have a good game and get the win today. I ain't staying. I'm outside today with my friends, spending the day out. Have a good one, mate. Congrats on your win yesterday and Erling Haaland showing up like prime R9. I mean, unbelievable. 4 goals on the trot. Just ridiculous. Just as we were starting to get excited that Cole Palmer could just maybe get the golden boot, Haaland's like, nah, mate. Nah, not happening. So big up to you, Sharpie. Hope you're all good. Have a good day out. And much appreciated. Oh, by the way, can I just say to every single one of you, right, that's watching, that was here for the Tottenham game. We absolutely succeeded by going over to Expressions as watch along and doing what we did. That was immense. That was amazing. E got triggered. I went back and I watched it and I was like, yo, respect to him as well, because he did say big up to Younes and everything that I do, but he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy. So, no, big up Expressions as well. His review was outstanding. I've never seen a YouTuber come up with so many... That's why his name's Expressions. So many expressions in a short space of time, off the cuff. Like, I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone do it as well as him. He's gifted. He's honestly gifted when it comes to that. But I don't know how he comes up with the things that he comes up with. The analogies come out like an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, big up to Expressions. It's just a shame he supports Tottenham. That's it. So, and he'll probably tell you the same. Here's Gallagher. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah. Madueke. Cleared. Palmer! 1-0! It's cold up in here. I need a coat. It's got... Aye! It's time. Yeet. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. Let's get the score changed. Get rid of this 0. Get rid of this 0. 1-0. Happy days. Happy days. Right. Actually, you know what? Cole Palmer scored. If he can get 3 more today, that would be great. It's not happening. But if he can get 3 more... It's a good goal. It's a good build-up. It's a good move by Madueke. It's a poor clearance, but it's fed right for Cole Palmer, and he smashes it into the bottom corner, and it's 1-0. Stranger in the Alps. I'm a dev. ILOL when I see engineering, QA things. I agree. It's made to look like it's made to look like something much bigger than what it actually is. I completely agree. But big up to you as well. Hope you're good. Ball in. West Ham corner. Let's not. Please. Let's not. No. Don't do this. Don't do this. Chelsea are very susceptible to just throwing things away, so we don't want this. JD. Do I think we will get above Man United? It's a good question. They've hit the bar. That was a great header. Unlucky. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? That was a great header. Petrovic was beaten. Completely beaten. Jared Bowen there with the header. Unlucky. Do I think we'll finish above United? I think it's possible for us to finish above one of United or Newcastle, but not both. Not both. I think finishing above both of them is basically borderline impossible. Above one of them, maybe. One of them might fall, but both, nah. I don't think so. Badiashile. Silva. Badiashile. Petrovic. Over to Madueke, lands to a West Ham player, but here's Jackson, little flick into Gallagher, Gallagher onto the left, here comes Mudryk with the ball on the left, running at defenders, don't do anything stupid. Oh! Unlucky, Mudryk into Madueke with the shot of his left foot, goes out for a corner, blocked. Doc Clone, thank you very much, saying I tried to keep my mind away from my club for a while, but I just can't. Come on, Chelsea, don't ruin it, please. Fingers crossed, mate. We need consistency. If we can start to get a little bit of consistency, we can start to think about the next level. But we need consistency. Mudryk takes. Chalobah! Straight to the keeper. By the way, can we just look at how good this XG is? Are you looking at this on the screen? Hang on, let me see if it's going to amend itself. No, it's still the same. Look at that XG. Look at this XG. 0.02 to 0. Fantastic. And yet it's 1-0. JC, thank you very much. I recently got promoted to project director. HS dropout. Got an MBA now. Anything's possible for the people who feel like they're stuck or can't make it. Completely agree. Let me tell you as well, a degree or grades or what, it won't define you. It won't define you. It can help based on what you're looking to do, but it won't define you. So, big up to you, JC. Badiashile. Kukurea. Badiashile. That's poor, lads. What are you doing? Here's Kudus. Oh my god. Oh, that's a foul, and that's a yellow, isn't it? Paqueta spun, literally done a 360 in the air. Maybe it looked worse than what it was, but Caicedo, I think, is getting away with this. Yeah, he definitely took him out. Free kick. Paqueta and Emerson are over this. Now, we've seen Emerson hit them before, but it's a bit too far out. There's no way they score from a direct free kick from here. It's definitely, I think, going to be a ball into the box. You'd think. It's going to be Emerson. Oh, he's gone short. Ball in. Well, that was a waste of time. that was ridiculous. Here's Caicedo. Lovely. Madueke. That's a good ball from Caicedo. Madueke. Be careful. You've got someone coming in. Madueke. Ball in. Mudrik's, he's missed the header. To be honest, that was quite quick. But here's Jackson. Gallagher. We look calm. We look very calm. Look at the way we're playing. We're actually playing well. Cucurella. Unlucky. Gallagher. Everyone looks composed. Everyone looks, what's the right word here? They got peace of mind. It looks like. Everyone's calm, cool, playing their football. We're not rushing, but we're moving the ball really well. Unlucky Jackson. 21 minutes in, still 1-0. There's the replay of the header by Bowen. Yeah. He beat Cucurella. He beat Petrovic. He hit the bar. Gallagher. Badiashile. Mudryk. Gallagher. Over to Chalobah. Palmer. I've realised Palmer and Madueke from time to time are rotating between themselves. Sometimes they shift between the right and the 10. Like now, Madueke is more central than Palmer. Palmer's on the right. And then they overlap on each other. Palmer into the box. Unlucky. That was a good ball. Good movement by Jackson. Corner ball. If that had just gone past Zuma, that would have been onto Jackson on a plate. Corner ball. Mudryk to take. Mudryk ball in. Cleared. Cucurella. Back to Mudryk. Alright. Nice little... Alright. And again. Alright. Ball in. Palmer. Unlucky. Corner ball again. I'll take this. No complaints so far. I'll take this. Souček with the John Terry-esque kind of clearance. Mudryk's gone short. Palmer. Mudryk. It's gone to Caicedo. Gallagher. And he's lost it. He couldn't beat Antonio there. And then Antonio's beating Gallagher. And he's... Oh! Gallagher's wiped him out. Gallagher, mate, what are you doing? That's a yellow. That's a clear yellow. Is he not giving him a yellow? Gallagher's lucky there. I think this ref is lenient. Gallagher couldn't deal with him and then just thought, screw it, I'm going to take him out. Mad. He didn't get booked. Here's Chalobah. T First T, thank you very much, saying good morning from the USA. Why does Zuma look discombobulated? By the way, he's moving and turning, running. I gotta be honest, I'm not even paying much attention to Zuma. I'm looking at our lot. But no, I mean, so far West Ham's defense hasn't been I mean, here's Zuma now. Pass. Looks all right. And it's still early days. But West Ham have had to defend most of the game, and they've not done too much. So we're playing well. We're playing well. We keep getting corners, things like that, set pieces. So West Ham are defending, but they've got a lot of pressure on them. So Louise, thank you very much, saying Younes, quit snitching, mate. Or what? Like no one's watching? Like what are we doing? Everyone's watching. Everyone can see. I'm not snitching anything. I'm reacting in real time. Oh, here's Jackson. Good ball. Here's Jackson. Jackson, shoot. Straight to the keeper. I'll take it. I'll take it. For what a striker could possibly do in that situation, unless you're R9, right, and you're going to try and dribble past those two defenders, then, uh-oh, here come West Ham. Ball in. Oh, no. Get rid, get rid. All right, Palmer, thank you. Palmer. Madueke's walking. Jackson. Bloody hell, this game has no intensity whatsoever. Cucurella. Palmer. Silva, Badiashile. Here's Caicedo. Good skill. It's a foul in it? Ref? Ref? Kudus has won it off Caicedo. I thought Caicedo was initially fouled there. Cucurella's made the block, but West Ham are now on the move. Here's Antonio. He's tried to do skills on Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's not having it. Throw into West Ham. Edson. Paqueta. Good interception by Badiashile. Very nice. Palmer over the top into Jackson. Nah. Oh, Ogbonna nearly losing that. Here's Cucurella. Caicedo, turn. Palmer. And move. Let's go. Palmer. Unlucky. Was that deflection? No. There's Pochettino. We're 7th as it stands right now, having played one more game than Man United, but we are still behind Newcastle, 2 points behind them. Man United obviously still have to play, and they can go back into 6th, even though they're 8th at the moment. So we'll have to see. If we win today, we'll have to pay attention to the Crystal Palace United game, basically. Sorry, tomorrow. Yeah, Palace. Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. My bad. Nice. Here's Caicedo. Over to Chalobah. Madueke. Madueke on the right. Cutting in. He's tried to feed, I think, Gallagher and Jackson. But anyway, Cole Palmer on the right. Caicedo. Back to Palmer. He's tried to get a through ball in. He has. Madueke gonna go 2-0. Come on. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. That felt like a standard day at the office good goal kind of goal. Do you know what I mean? You know how it used to be where this sort of time, game is calm, playing our football, boom, boom, chance, goes in, routine, 2-0, thank you. Felt like that. So I'm glad. 2-0. Yeet. Very good move. Very good through ball in by Cole Palmer into Madueke. The ball ends up in the air, lands straight to Conor Gallagher on the volley, bottom corner. Thank you very much. Bosh. 2-0. I want to say something, but I don't want it to be too quick. Because I feel like we've seen this story before, but I don't want to make any... I don't want to jump to conclusions. But what I will say is I like what I see. We just have to keep it up. Let me check something. Kelvin, thank you very much, saying hi, Younes. Remember what Caicedo said in an interview, Chelsea will cook next season. You're thinking along the same sort of path as I'm thinking now. Hang on. Yeah, I can't jump to conclusions yet. We lost to City. Then we got absolutely killed by Arsenal. That felt horrible. The first half of Aston Villa was a joke. And it's from that second half against Aston Villa. Then the Tottenham game. Now this. It's good. Ball in, Madueke unlucky. It's good. But I do want to say, for anyone that's going to start saying, oh, look, we're fixed. We need consistency. We've got Nottingham Forest next, then Brighton, then Bournemouth to end the season. In order for me to be able to say, yo, okay, we might have something that we can stick with, I need to see this sort of level of performance across those games consecutively. Has to be done. Now, what I will say on top of that is the players that are on the pitch at the moment are the same players that got the job done against Tottenham, pretty much. And there's some players that are out of this team that you think are good, but you'd be worried will come in and disrupt. Do you know what I mean? I'll give an example. I like the Caicedo-Gallagher combination. I like it. So where does that leave Enzo? Do you know what I mean? Madueke is starting to come in on his own on the right-hand side. Where does that leave the winger situation? Where does that leave Cole Palmer? Does he move central now? So what happens to the attacking mid position? All these things, because we've got players that are meant to be coming back from injury, and we're like, yo, Cucurella playing in this role, like, oh my goodness. So now what happens to Chilwell? Do you know what I mean? There's things that you now start to think, I'm scared to disrupt. Because at the end of the day, a winning team is a winning team. You don't change it. And if it means there's going to be consequences for people that you originally thought were going to be one of the main guys, well, there's consequences. I'm sorry. The most important thing is Chelsea and Chelsea winning. That's the most important thing. So this is where I'm not going to speak too early. I'm not going to say, all right, oh, this is fantastic. That's it. Like, we're sorted. Like, no. What I will say, though, as Madueke is now trying to get the way through, and he almost does, and it's a corner. Lucky. We're balling. We're actually balling. I'm going to wait. And you know what? You know what could be the turning point for me? I'll tell you. If we beat Nottingham Forest, cool. If we go to Brighton and think on Brighton, in Brighton, yeah, then I'm starting to get somewhere. At that point, I can start entertaining things. I can start thinking, okay, all right, now we got something to talk about, as Cody Rose would say. Ball into the box, 3-0! Madueke! There we are. I like this. I like this. I like this. This is great. This is great. This is great. Mate, we are cruising. We are cruising. Madueke with the goal. West Ham are getting wrecked. Do you see what I mean? I don't want to disrupt this. Ball into the box. It's a header by Silva. What did Madueke do? What was that? Oh, it was a header. Okay, it was a header. It was a header. It was a header. I thought he'd done like a back heel or something. From an angle, it looked weird. Thiago Silva ball across onto Madueke's head, and Madueke headers it into the bottom corner, and it's 3-0 Chelsea. Happy days. Oh, you know what would have been nice? It would have been nice if I had some bubbles. You know, start blowing bubbles. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Do the West Ham chant. Oh my God, there's ball over the top. Oh, we're playing really well. We're playing really well. This is weird. Kelvin, thank you very much. Saying if we had this 10 games ago, we would smile in the Champions League spots. Maybe. Maybe. But if, buts, whens, all of that means nothing, innit? Whenever I hear that, I always think of Gino De Campo. If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. Here's Cole Palmer. Palmer. Gallagher! He's in the bar! Oh, that would have been beautiful. 4-0 at half-time would have been perfect, man. I think it's safe to say we've won, by the way. Not even Chelsea can let this go. You know what I mean? Someone's been booked. Who's been booked? Kukurea. All right. This is one of the best halves of the season so far. Hands down. Yeah, I've seen that comment as well. It makes sense. You know, if we didn't drop points against Burnley and Sheffield United, did you see what I mean? This is where I don't want to speak too soon. It's because of those results. I don't want to speak too soon. I'm not completely convinced. Yeah? I need more. I need consistency. I need a run of games to show that, okay, we have fixed ourselves. Oh my God, here's Cole Palmer. Give it to Gallagher. Give it to Gallagher. It's 4. It has to be 4. Connor, don't ruin this. Connor, what are you doing? He's just fallen over. He's just fallen over. Connor, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. Connor. He just fell. He just dropped. He just dropped. He just dropped. Like a bird out of the sky. Just. Pfft. West Ham trying to get something before the end of the half. Ball over the top. Nah, not happening. Not happening. Straight to Petrovic. Easy day at the office. Lovely jubbly. Kukurea, Badiashile. Solomon, thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Badiashile, Conor Gallagher. Oi, Connor's got skills. That's a yellow. That's a yellow, ref. This ref doesn't want to bring his cards out. I think he's done it once. He booked Kukurea, didn't he? But here's the chance. Cole Palmer, across, Gallagher, hit the bar. Man. Doc Clone, thank you very much, saying, I wish tonight isn't coincidence only. Yeah, exactly. I hope not. Louise, thank you very much. If we make Europe, what do we do with Pochettino? I got to be honest. The reason why I'm saying I need more, and the reason why I'm saying I want to see this against Nottingham Forest, I want to see it against Brighton, and then I can start thinking about this, is because of Pochettino. If we are now going to start playing a certain way, and we're going to start playing well, and we're getting results, then Poch has a case. He has a case. If it's taken him this long to finally get it right, and he's gotten it right, then don't disrupt it. But I need to know if he's got it right or not. I need to know if we're actually doing things correctly. Are we actually moving correctly? Are we playing as we should? Consistently. This can't be a flash in the pan. If this is a flash in the pan, then no. And we've had flashes in the pan this season. We've had moments where we've looked and gone, oh, we're turning a corner. How many times do you remember us saying, oh, look, I think we've turned the corner, and we didn't? Too many times. So I'm not falling for it. I need more. We need consistency. We need a string of games, results. Let's see. UBC Studio, thank you very much, saying Poch take too long to find this new role for Kukurea, and I think this new role unlocks the team. Second half of the Villa game. Onwards. This is exactly what I said earlier on. And the Tottenham game, and today as well. He's absolutely killing it. So, yeah, it's a point. T Macintosh 26, thank you very much, saying looking pretty good without Enzo. And I'll tell you why. Because it's Pochettino. Enzo's a great footballer. Yeah? Great footballer. But under Pochettino, no. Not happening. Not happening. Matt says, I still can't get that 5-0 out of my head. Neither can I. That done so much damage. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Approaching half-time now. It's going to finish 3-0, I think. West Ham trying to get something on the right-hand side. Not happening. West Ham throw. Kufau takes. Blocked by Badiashile. And also, and this is why I go back to the point that I said at the start of the watch along. Mudryk got skinned. Good save, Petrovic. They've hit the bar again. They've hit the bar again. West Ham. Oh, here goes Jackson. Jackson's in. Madueke's alongside him. Think about this correctly. Madueke, give it. Jackson, give it. He won the free kick. Lucky, but he should have given it. Anyway, he's won the free kick. What I will say, Emerson's been booked. Even say, for example, okay, we found something that works. Pochettino's looking like he's unlocked something. He's doing things right now. We're moving as we should. We're getting results. We're getting consistency. We look like a team that's winning games now. Cool, fantastic, yeah? That doesn't mean that we just keep it into next season. We need to build on it and still get in the experience that this team needs to take it to the next level. 100%. So this is where I turn back to the model. I turn back to what we're going to do in the summer. You have to complement whatever we've got with the things that we need in the window coming up this summer. So that's going to be on the directors and the owners. 100%. No matter if we've gotten it right or not on the pitch now, if we've gotten it right, build on it. If we haven't gotten it right, well, get what we need in. One way or another. So what we're seeing right now is going to be up to the team and Pochettino, and this is going to be, up to him to see what's going to happen. So then if he doesn't get sacked or if he does get sacked, who knows? But the window has to be one where we change the model. Simple as that. And if we do, we can actually start talking about us being serious again, properly into next season. So, free kick to be taken. Cole Palmer or Gallagher? It's going to be Cole Palmer. 3 minutes of added time added on for the first half. Palmer hits the wall. Chalobah, Madueke. Palmer. Gallagher. Caicedo, sorry. Not Gallagher. How am I confusing Gallagher and Caicedo? Bloody hell. Cole Palmer. Gets past Paqueta to the right-hand side, and Gallagher is a little heavy-footed and cannot reach it. West Ham throw. 2 minutes remaining off stoppage time before we go in for the end of the first half. Israel Valadares, thank you very much, saying if we get Europe, he has to rotate players. Again, I still think the damage is done. We won't get Europe. Unless if we get Conference League. Now, I don't care about Conference League. I don't want us to play Conference League, if I'm being honest. If you gave me a choice between Conference League and no Europe, I would take no Europe. Even financially, if anyone's going to try and make the case that financially it's going to help us, it won't. We would be worse off playing Conference League financially because it doesn't generate enough money. Simple as that. So I'd rather just not play it. If we get Europa League, different story. I'll take Europa League. Absolutely. Conference League, though, waste of time. Waste of time. Kukurea fouled. 1 minute more of added time to go. Mitho Kazizi, thank you very much. Saying some things in life just never make sense. How are we letting go of Thiago Silva? Yeah. Sad, isn't it? I would honestly give him a 1 year extension. 100%. But as of yesterday, we heard what was going to happen, and it was obvious. He's going to Fluminense. He's going back home. So, yeah, big up to Thiago Silva. And I think his family is staying in London. His boys play at Chelsea. I think his boys are going to stay. And I think his missus is going to stay. And I think after his time in Fluminense is done, he'll be coming back to London to settle. I think he loves life in London. So he's going to be staying. Big up to Thiago Silva. At least he won't be far. That's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fix the time. There we are. So there we are, people. End of the first half. What a scoreline. What a scoreline that is. Brilliant first half. Brilliant. Absolutely no faults there whatsoever. Absolutely happy. So, I'm pleased. Very pleased. Now, as the table stands, and I can show this to you on screen, right? Here's a table. I love this app. But there's the table so far. Let's actually, we don't need to look at top of the league, do we? Let's move. Forget them lot. Forget them lot, man. Them lot, no one cares. No one cares. Israel Valadares, thank you very much, saying, did you watch the Frank Kirby goodbye video? I did, and yeah, I'll mention that in a sec. Craig Doman, thank you very much. Badiashir is having a decent game so far. He is. Everyone is. Tom Smith saying, we need conference trophy to complete the cabinet. I'm not too fussed about that, I'll be honest. I was at one point, but now I'm just like, I genuinely thought Conference League would get you enough money in through the door as well, like it would help you. After I found out that, no, Conference League will actually end up doing more damage financially than it would, I'm just like, there's no point then. There's no point. Europa League, cool. Conference League, it's just going to be... You know what? I would also consider Conference League if we didn't have problems medically. If we were a club that had players available most of the time, cool. But imagine adding on games, going to places like far Russia or Uzbekistan or, I don't know, Macedonia or all these places, right, where you got mad mileage in the middle of a season to go and play a Conference League group game, right, and you're just risking injury. It doesn't make sense for what, a Conference League? Like, I don't care about it. Europa League, though, absolutely. This is where I reckon is the best way. Blue Lounge, thank you very much, saying, how are you feeling about EU qualification now? Again, I still feel, like I said, Europa League, it won't happen. 5th is Europa League, 6th is Conference League, if I'm not mistaken. Now, it also depends on the cup finishes. Let's see what happens there. If Man United finish out of the top 6 but win the FA Cup, then 6th gets Conference League and 5th gets Europa. If Man United finish in the top 6 and win the FA Cup, then I think 7th becomes Conference League. I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the case. But yeah, I'm not confident on Europa League. I think the damage is done for Europa, if I'm honest. But we'll see. You never know. You know what would be good? If the results stay as it is right now, and when Newcastle and Man United play each other, Man United beat Newcastle. If that were to happen, then it's absolutely on. But even then, we would still need whoever is above us to lose and drop points again. It's too much to ask. With 3 games remaining, it's too much to ask. Ahmed, thank you very much, saying, Younes, have you seen the Osimhen swap news? I have, yes. And I'm all for Osimhen coming to Chelsea. Absolutely. JJ, Younes, what am I watching? Come on, you Blues. Proud of them. Absolutely. Much better. 5th is Europa. Yep. 5th is Europa. 5th is Europa, and the FA Cup winner is Europa. That's where I hope people understand what's going on. The team that wins the FA Cup will be playing Europa League football. The team that finishes 5th will be playing Europa League football. Now, if Man City win the FA Cup, they've already got a Champions League spot, which means that the Europa League spot would then go to 6th as well. So 5th and 6th would be getting Europa League. And then 7th would get Conference League. If Man United win the FA Cup, they get Europa League. But that would mean if Newcastle finish 6th, then Newcastle would get Conference League. If Man United don't finish in the top 6, because Man United have won the FA Cup. But if Man United finish in the top 6 and they win the FA Cup, then the Conference League spot drops down to 7th. So we would get it if we're in 7th, or Newcastle would get it if they're in 7th. So that's where it gets sticky. Yeah, basically. I'm trying to think of this at the top of my head. Doc Clone, thank you very much, saying, I'm starting to think about what if the whole performance in this season before now is a prank. Crazy mind in my mind. That would be one hell of a prank, and I wouldn't forgive the club for it. I wouldn't forgive him. There's a lot of super chats that have come in. Victor, thank you very much, saying, get rid of Mudryk and bring back Hudson-Odoi. I'm not doing this again. I agree, Hudson-Odoi is playing better than Mudryk, yeah? But No, I'm not doing it again. I'm not going to paint the picture that Hudson-Odoi, oh my God, we need Hudson-Odoi. We really don't. We really don't. But he's playing better than Mudryk. So that's more testament on Mudryk. That's not really on Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is doing what Hudson-Odoi is doing. Cool. For Nottingham Forest. But that's where Mudryk needs to fix himself. Seven Moons saying, I kept saying that no Enzo, no problem. He is a good player for different leagues, but not for the Premier League. And kept saying this since pre-season. We never lost when Enzo is out. 100%. 100%. But we also have to acknowledge, we now know the whole thing with Enzo playing in the fact that he was playing injured, getting injection after injection, doing all this madness that was happening. That was pretty crazy. So now we know that was going on. That's pretty mad, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Edward, thank you very much, saying inverted Cucurella is a revelation. The Arsenal loss was a watershed moment that exposed the flaws in Potter's system that he appears to have fixed for now. For now. It's exactly that, for now. We have to make sure we're getting it consistently. Doc Clone, thank you very much, saying I'm starting to think about what if the whole performance in this season before now is a prank. Crazy mind in my mind. Oh yeah, I've read that, sorry. Zinaria, thank you very much. We needed to get rid of Jackson we needed to get rid of Jackson regardless on how we are playing, good or bad. See how he is trying to dribble past four like he's Messi to join the score sheet. We need those who care about the team win. I feel like Jackson today's playing well. He's had stinkers. This isn't a stinker from him. For being honest, he's not putting in a stinker. He's playing all right. He's not perfect by all means, and this is where we do need a striker. But I still want to see him on the left. We're not seeing him on the left. I want to play him on the left. I want to play him more as a left-handed player. Truth Hurts. Pochin, thank you very much. Younes, go to Turkey. Your hair. I'm not going to Turkey. I'm not going to Turkey. Whatever happens, happens. And it will happen to you too when you hit an age. Kelvin, thank you very much, saying Younes, but Liverpool, Brighton and West Ham played Europa. Let me have a look. Liverpool, Brighton and West Ham played Europa. Liverpool dropped out of a Champions League into the Europa. So that's where it was Brighton and West Ham, wasn't it? So there were two spots. But you have to look at who won the cups as well. Who won the cups last season? Man City. That's why. Man City won the FA Cup. That's why. Because the extra spot in the league is given if a team above that's already got Champions League football has won the FA Cup. They've taken the spot that's given normally to the Europa League spot. So if that's filled, then that Europa League spot goes to the next place in the Premier League table. This is where we have to take into consideration Man United winning the FA Cup, because they're in the final of the FA Cup alongside Manchester City. If they beat Man City, it mixes things up here, depending on where they finish in the league as well. If Man City win it, then automatically 5th and 6th will be getting Europa League. Automatically. So it depends. So yeah. T-Fusty, Younes is now rocking the white West Ham kit. Hang on, I'm getting tons of comments here. This is absolutely flooding in. So I might miss super chats here. They're leaving. But yeah, white West Ham kit. There you are. That's another one. Siafik, if we turn more corners, we'll be a NASCAR team. 100%. Fantastic super chat. That you're spot on. Justice saying Aston Villa get top 4 and win the Conference League. We get extra Europa. Aston Villa have put themselves in a bad situation here. You're right. You're absolutely spot on. But they put themselves in a bad situation because it doesn't look like they're going to be winning the Conference League. They're 4-2 down. They're going to have to go to Greece and do a madness. And it's not looking likely. So, Sredeep, thank you very much, saying Enzo is not good for the Prem. Did you not watch Chelsea last season? Enzo was one of the best players in that crappy team. Even in the first game of the season against Liverpool, he played brilliant. He did. This is where I said, look, you have to take into consideration the fact that he was playing with injections for a long time. And I feel like we can make judgment next season. When he comes back next season, we can then make judgment on him properly. Jedi saying, do you think we can maintain this intensity in the second half?
This is where I normally say no. Against Aston Villa, we improved. Against Tottenham, we did. So let's see if we do it again. That would be great. Fingers crossed. Musa, thank you very much, saying, I never thought we would be talking about Europa Conference League back in December, considering how bad we were. It's definitely a shift. That is true. Because we were talking about finishing 14th at one point. Do you remember that? Gizilla, thank you very much, saying, why is Palmer too cold? Because this is what Cole Palmer does. He's iced. He's iced. Now let me try and find out. Hang on. Right. This is how it works. Fifth place in the Premier League will qualify for next season's Europa League. Yeah? Done. Definitely. With the team going directly into the new league phase rather than needing to play any additional qualifying or playoff game. Right? There is a second Europa League spot available if they win the FA Cup or they lose it and finish 6th. Now, you understand this is exactly what I was saying. If Man City win it, then the extra Europa League spot will go to whoever finishes 6th. 7th, in that instance, will be Conference League. Right? I'm getting the scenario if United don't win the FA Cup, trying to have a look here. It depends on the FA Cup win. It depends on the FA Cup win. And then whatever happens in terms of 5th, 6th, whoever fulfills the Europa League spots, the next spot down will take Conference League. That's basically how it works. So, there we are. Armand, thank you very much, saying Younes, United play Newcastle on the 15th, maybe Europa. Well, this is the thing. It depends on the league table. Now, as it stands, I was gonna mention this all those flipping minutes ago, and we didn't even talk about it. That's the current league table. As it stands, we would need Man United to beat Newcastle when they play each other in order to tighten the points between all three teams, right? All of us three. To tighten those points, we would need United to beat Newcastle. If Newcastle beat United, it's finished. Game over. And that's we have to keep winning as well, by the way. We cannot drop points. We also have to look at ourselves. We cannot drop points. It's a lot. For 3 games left to ask for all of that, it's a lot. So we wait and see what happens between United and Newcastle, and then we'll be able to make we'll be able to make a call from there. Brian CFC, thank you very much, saying that stat about not losing when Enzo is out is wild. Like I said, we'll see how he fares next season when he's fully fit and ready to go again. Ward-Prowse is coming on, by the way. Finch, you have too much confidence in Newcastle and Man United. Their schedules are pretty hard, you know. It's not about that. It's about us. People just have this automatic thing. We're going to win 4 games on the row. No. And if we do, then brilliant. If we do, then it answers my first question that I had on here, that, yeah, maybe we've turned the corner. Maybe we've actually fixed ourselves. Maybe we've actually got ourselves back on track. But to ask of that from us is the problem here. Forget the rest. But we also need the rest to go in our favour. So this is where it's a bit too much to ask, I feel. Blue Nation TV, thank you very much, as the second half is about to commence. There we go. We've started. Liverpool came 5th and went to Europa along. They did come 5th. My bad. With Brighton, that came 6th. West Ham won Conference League and got promoted to Europa League with them. That was it. Yes, they won the Conference League. So we're asking Aston Villa will have to do a similar thing, although Aston Villa are already qualifying for the Champions League, if at worst Europa League, based on how they're going to finish the season. So, yeah. West Ham coming all guns blazing already. Bloody hell. Let's not do this whole second half capitulation madness. Can we not? Please? Frank Kirby. Yes, we can talk about Frank Kirby as well because we've not really mentioned Fran. As I take the stats back onto the screen. Frank Kirby gave an incredible goodbye video yesterday where she was crying her eyes out. And she is a Chelsea women's legend, 100%. She absolutely is to be respected completely for everything that she has done for the club. And she will be missed. It feels like an end of an era, even for the women. It feels like an end of an era. It is sad. I do have a concern now as to where the women's team might go. There's a lot of changes. So if Bon Pasteur comes in from Lyon, the women's manager of Lyon, who's one of the best in the world, if you're replacing Emma Hayes with someone, it's going to be her. We're in good hands. But now it's about the next crop of players that are going to start coming through. Hopefully that women's team can replicate what the last one have managed to do. Big up to Gisela for gifting 5 memberships out. Much appreciated. Big up to you. Vrico, thank you very much, saying there's no guarantee that Spurs will hold on to 5th. No, there isn't. Are you talking about them and Aston Villa? Here's Madueke. Is it to be 4? Jackson! Madueke's finally not being selfish. Finally doing things correctly. Well done, Madueke. I want more of that, yeah? I want more of that. Think of your teammates. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, you know what? For that, just for that, you've become man of the match so far. So far, Madueke is man of the match. 4-0. Vivek, Younes, are you happy with Chelsea Conference League? Nah. I've already mentioned why. In the past, I would have taken Conference League, and now I don't want it. I think it's a heavier schedule for... the risk to reward ratio isn't worth it. There's way too much risk for not much reward. So, there we are. Beautiful goal. Nice little layoff from Madueke. Jackson, 4-0. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. And by the way, the pass into Madueke was class too. From Chalobah, yes. 4-0. Happy days. Here come West Ham. Nothing happening. We've started the second half well. Hey, people, we've started the second half well. When does that happen? Oh, here comes Mudryk. Oh, straight to the keeper. Man. Unlucky. This is great. This is great. I'll be honest, realistically, we can get 6, 7. If we really went for it, we can. Here's Caicedo. Ball's landed straight to him. Gallagher. Cucurella. Silva. Palmer. Madueke. On the right. Anyone to feed? Caicedo. Chalobah. This is a great Sunday. Isn't it, people? This is a great Sunday. 1,000 million% possession. 4-0 at half time. Well, 4-0 just after half time. An entire half of relaxation. No stress. No charity FC. No heart attacks. No A&E. No hospitals. Like, this is great. I wish we could get this every week. Hey, Tottenham and West Ham. Can we play you both every week? Every 2 weeks? We'll play you Spurs and then we'll play West Ham. And then we'll come back to you Spurs and then we'll come back to you West Ham. How's that? The Blue Lounge. Big up to you, my man. Gifting 5 memberships out. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. And big up to all the new members in the chat. Courtesy of the Blue Lounge. Go and check out Blue Lounge as well. Much appreciated, mate. Here's Kudus. Emerson. Can we play you every week? Can we play you every week? Can we play you? Let's get a chant going. Throw into West Ham. Gallagher getting stuck in. Oh, wow. Our XG is all of a sudden just skyrocketed to 2.97. Now it's looking a little more accurate. Sean Day, thank you very much, saying, I want to be the first club to win all 3 Euro Cups. Like I said, if the risk to reward was worth it, what do I mean by that? I know for a fact we go and play Conference League, we end up with 15 players out injured. 100%. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. If it's Europa League now, cool. There's a better risk to reward ratio, and I would rather, try and go for Europa League. But to go for a Conference League, if we had a fully fit squad and a medical department that was operating properly, and we had players constantly available, I would absolutely be okay with going to play Conference League and doing what you just said. Go and try and win it and become the first team to have 3 of those trophies. Oh my God, it's Emerson. It's 4-1, isn't it? Oh my God, how has he missed that? How have you missed that, mate? That should have been 4-1. That should have been 4-1. I don't want to say it in such a condescending way, but that's a reason why we sold you, mate. Bloody hell, he hit that as bad as Mudryk did the other night. David Moyes has given up. That's it. He's gonna get to the bottle. Start drinking. It's game over. JD, like this Chelsea now, 100%. Edwin, if we have Sterling instead of Mudryk, If we have Sterling instead of Mudryk, I'm not so sure, Sterling's a weird one. For me, Sterling's such a weird one. I personally, I don't want Sterling in the starting 11. Let me check something here. I've just been tagged. Oh, okay. The tribute is out. This is courtesy of Tom Overend, by the way. I'm going to share this with you guys. Who's at the bridge. And they've given a tribute to Angry Rantman. This was at half-time. Let me actually bring it in close so you guys can watch. They did mention him. They did mention him at halftime. So yeah, basically, he's got a good tribute. Mentioned at halftime. Happy days. And big up to Tom Overend for helping make that happen. So. Felix is farming life. Thank you very much. Saying he's magic, up to Chelsea. Not yet. He's not magic yet. He's working some sort of magic. Oh my God, Ward-Prowse with another deadly free kick and Petrovic makes the save. What a save that was. Ward-Prowse and his free kicks. Mate, he is the modern day David Beckham. He is the modern day Becks. Oh, what a free kick that was. Great save from Petrovic though. Fantastic save from Petrovic. Man, he got the perfect dip on that and everything. Phenomenal. Good save. Savannah, Noni needs to FaceTime Ruby Rose before every game from now on. Madueke does what he's got to do. Srideep, thank you very much. Saying Cobham boys would tear up the Conference League. They probably would, if they can stay fit. Louis saying that an Nkunku goal would be cherry on the cake. It actually would. See, this is where we can contemplate bringing those players on now for some minutes. Houseboat saying, sad I missed the Tottenham stream. It was 5 a.m. and I don't have that dog in me. Aren't we in the new Club World Cup next year? Do we get money for that? Yes, we do. We are in the Club World Cup next year, and that's going to be a fully fledged tournament. 32 teams. So we got to go all out to try and win that properly. So that's something to look forward to, 100%, and we will get money. I think, if I'm not mistaken, hang on, let me see how, hang on. The prize money, I think it's 50 million. It's a lot of money. For a tournament, it's a lot of money. The total prize money is 2.5 billion euros. Bloody hell. Qualification brings 50 million as a minimum, while there will be other results-based bonuses and the winner will receive around 100 million euros. Mad. So that's good money, I'm not going to lie. That's great money, actually. Great money. Brighton Aston Villa is still 0-0, by the way, in the other game. They are playing at the same time. That is 0-0. His Gallagher. Approaching the hour mark. This is where I would start to consider bringing on, maybe with 20 minutes to go, I'd like to see Nkunku, Gusto, Colwill. Ease them in, give them a bit of match time. Tell them they don't need to push too hard, but give them some minutes. That would be good. We've got the result in the bag, so this is where you allow yourselves to be a bit flexible. We can do whatever we want at this point. Here's Cucurella in midfield. Mad, this inverted role of Cucurella is just fantastic. It's fantastic. Similar to what Wolves are doing with Aït-Nouri. You see Aït-Nouri now playing more in a very advanced midfield role. But he's still a left back. He inverts, cuts in and allows himself to contribute. Here's Cucurella now, moving on to the right-hand side. Here's Cucurella now at the right corner flag. See what I mean? It's like he's got a free role. And it's working for him. Go to Cuckoo, go to Cuckoo, go to Cuckoo. Here's Caicedo. We're moving the ball well. Moving the ball well. And I'll tell you this now. If Cucurella can keep performances like this consistent, Chilwell's got a hard time getting back into the team. I'm just going to say that. Very hard time. Because Cucurella, as a standard left back, and that's it, has looked very mediocre. But in this role, inverting inside, cutting in as a centre mid, playing a lot more advanced, linking up all the phases of play, he's doing it well. And if he can offer that whilst being a left back and offer a new way for Chelsea to move the ball, then he's offering something Chilwell's just not going to offer. Chilwell can't do that. Chilwell's not got the legs to do that. Chilwell probably attempt to do that and get injured. It's not happening. So Maatsen would have been something to be able to do that too. He would have been able to do this too, I reckon. But it's good to see Cucurella execute it well. Beautiful skill, Cole Palmer. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's Gallagher advancing forward. That's good weight. I didn't think Jackson would make that. Jackson, Madueke, and it's blocked. Unlucky. Good portion of play that. Here's Mudryk. Lone Wanderer. Thank you very much saying Pots for one more season. Not yet. Like I said, if we keep this up, till after the Brighton game, I will start contemplating not interrupting what we've got. That's when I will start contemplating it. Gallagher. Madueke. Chalobah. Madueke. No one inside. Kudus, don't foul him. There we are. Well done, Madueke. Good pressure. Thiago Silva. Caicedo. Gallagher. Madueke. Nice. Jackson. Corner ball. See, Madueke today is playing with the maturity that I want him to play with all the time. 100%. I want to see this Madueke every week. He's playing phenomenal. As I've said, so far, man of the match. Man of the match. Palmer to take the corner. Caicedo, Cucurella. Someone said happy birthday. It's not my birthday. I've still got a few months for that. Not yet. This summer, but not yet. Here's Caicedo. Loads of space. Cole Palmer. Right, Poch, I would start contemplating making that, making some subs. Make the subs now. Here's Madueke, Madueke, cutting in, Madueke, little nice. Palmer, unlucky. Unlucky. Imagine we lived in a world where Madueke overtakes Saka. Oh, the banter would be massive. The bants would be off the charts. Imagine we got to a point where Madueke is deemed a better player than Bukayo Saka. I would cry. I would actually cry. Because you know what? They play very similarly. Very similarly. Nowhere near there yet, to be honest. But imagine if we got there. Imagine if we got there. It'd be hilarious. There's a lot of empty seats. This isn't just from half time. There's empty seats here, isn't there? I understand it. I don't blame them either. West Ham can't string any attack together whatsoever. They really can't. Nice. Jackson, Caicedo, Madueke. Badiashile, Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's had a very straightforward day at the office today. Very nice to see. Cucurella. Cucurella's in midfield. This is great. This is actually really good. Really good. I'm pleased with this. Silva, Caicedo. The Blue Lounge. Can you wish my nephew a happy birthday? He's 5 today. He wants 5 goals today. Big up to your nephew, Blue Lounge. Shout out to him. Happy birthday. And fingers crossed in the next 25 minutes we get another goal just for him. Madueke, unlucky. He's killing it today, man. Madueke. Well done, well done, well done. Corner ball. .25 minutes to go. Mudryk. Ball in by Palmer. Someone. Nah. Paqueta. Kudus. Here come West Ham. For the consolation. Trying to get a consolation. Over the top. Yeah, I think they might get a consolation here. I'd be surprised if they don't. Ball across the box. Corner ball. Corner ball. I thought he was going to make that pass into Kudus. Kudus was running, he was in. If that ball got to Kudus, I would rely on him to put it in the net. Oh, actually, he would have been offside. He would have been offside. That's not good vision by Kudus. Ball in by Ward-Prowse. Great ball. Goal kick. Paqueta over header into row M. Cobb, thank you very much, saying, can we give Cuckoo and Chalobah their flowers? Wow, absolutely. Absolutely. They're playing really well today too. 100%. 67 minutes. Yeah, Poch. It's time. Don't wait to 85. Don't. We're winning 4-0. Make the subs. Let some players relax. Someone said doping test incoming. What, you think Chelsea's medical department has just gone, listen guys, we're screwed. Screw it, get the injections out. Give them the drugs. It's the only way we can succeed. Nah. There's no way. Kudus. Relax, mate. Relax, Kudus. That's straight to Petrovic. JC, Madueke got the assist, but that pass from Chalobah to Madueke was pure insanity. Gerrard-esque. It was a fantastic pass. It really was. Palmer, Cucurella, Badiashile, Gallagher, Cucurella in the more advanced role. Gallagher again. Badiashile. See, in this role where Cucurella advances more forward, Thiago Silva tucks over, Chalobah tucks over, we almost turn into a back three. And then it's Cucurella and Caicedo together with Gallagher moving a little bit more forward on the left-hand side. Caicedo trying to find that through ball and it's been intercepted. And Kudus has run straight past him. And Caicedo's fouled him. And is he going to get a yellow for that? I hope not. Kudus is class. Now, James Ward-Prowse, a.k.a. David Beckham. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored here. I really wouldn't be surprised. If this game finishes 4-1 because Ward-Prowse has put it top bins, I wouldn't be shocked. Antonio's coming off. He's done absolutely nothing today. Danny Ings is coming on. And as far as I'm concerned, that sub is going to do absolutely nothing. Because it doesn't change the system. It's just like for like. And as much as Antonio couldn't get into the game, Danny Ings won't get into the game. Simple as that. So, David Moyes, that's not your answer. 20 minutes to go. We've hit 70 minutes. Here's Ward-Prowse to take. David Ward-Prowse Beckham. This is like England versus Greece. It actually is like England versus Greece. Ward-Prowse. Petrovic made the save. He's such a good free kick taker. It's stupid. He's actually such a good free kick taker. It's ridiculous. Oh no, he didn't make the save. It was wide. It was just wide. I thought he made the save. Ward-Prowse, quality free kick taker, man. Cucurella, Caicedo, and again. All right, it's gone to Jackson instead. Palmer, run inside. Palmer. Oh, by the way, Kay has a great ball into him. Intercepted. Mate, I like the Palmer-Madueke chemistry. They seem to be clicking now. They've got something going on there. Palmer's able to find Madueke in some really nice spaces in between defenders. Did Brighton score? Oh my God, Brighton scored. Tottenham fans are jumping. Expressions must be happy. What's it saying right now? Oh, that brings it really tight. Get out, Mudryk! Mudryk, how are you missing that? Gallagher, Caicedo. Out. Is that a foul? No foul given. All right, fair play. Cucurella, get stuck into him. Break his legs, man. Don't, literally, no. Villa losing now means Tottenham are back into a position where if they win their 2 games in hand, they go 1 point behind Villa with 2 games remaining. That's going to make it tight. That's going to make it really tight. Bloody hell. Let's bring the stats back up. Mudryk, Gallagher, 18 minutes remaining. Gallagher's been shoved into the advertising board. Here's Kudus. Gallagher's still in the advertising board. Kudus. Ward-Prowse. Kudus. Mudryk should be winning that, man. Mudryk, come on, move, Mudryk, move, man, move. You know? Mudryk, sprint for the love of God. All right, brilliant. Give. There we are, Madueke. I see what you're trying to do. Oh, the Brighton goal disallowed. The Brighton goal is disallowed. Oh, offside. So, that changes things. Everything I just said is void. It's completely void. Let's go back. It's 0-0, which means now, Tottenham would still be 2 points behind Villa, even if they won their both games in hand. If Aston Villa, hang on, let me try and calculate this. If Aston Villa score, I'm trying to calculate this. If Aston Villa score and they beat Brighton, Tottenham need to win all their games. At that point, it's done. Basically, it's finished. Aston Villa will get a Champions League spot. Technically, Aston Villa are 1 goal away from Champions League qualification. Not mathematically, exactly, but it's so close mathematically that you just think that the chances are it'd be over for Tottenham. It'd be over. So, subs! Nkunku! Finally! There we are. Nice 15 minutes for Nkunku. Casaday's coming on. I don't know why. We don't need to bring him on. But screw it. Bring him on. Why not? I'd want to see Gusto a few minutes. I'd want to see Colwell a few minutes, you know. He's having a word with Thiago Silva. It's nice that Poch can speak French and Spanish, I'm guessing he can. So he can talk with Thiago. Did Brighton... No, Brighton haven't scored. No. The goal's disallowed. I'll keep tabs on that game. It'd be brilliant. For Aston Villa, it would be brilliant if they scored. If they scored a goal, basically game over. Seven Moons, thank you very much, saying, hi Younes, I need help. I got a blue question. If your daughter was named Chelsea, how would you name your son? Bloody, I've not thought of that. Carefree. Mudrik is off. And Kunku is on. Welcome back. I didn't think we'd see you for the rest of the season. Let's, please don't get injured. Please. Now, people are saying Stamford. Stamford is a good Chelsea name, but the kid would get bullied in school, man. Can you imagine a kid called Stamford? Nah, don't do that to the kid. Don't do that to the kid, man. No. Imagine having to send your boy to class, all right, and the register's called out. Is Jake here? Yes. Paul? Yep. David? Yes. Robbie? Yes. Stamford. Sounds like something out of the 1600s, mate. I just wouldn't do that to the kid. I wouldn't do that to the kid. Right. Here's Jackson. Jackson. What are you doing, Jackson? What are you doing? What are you doing? She just ran at the defender and just gave him the ball. We want five. If I was at the ground, I'd start chanting that. West Ham are trying to find a way through. Here's Danny Ings. They're not going to do anything. I'm pretty sure at this point. We've actually defended really well. Emerson. Oh my God. They've hit the bar again. That's the third time they've hit the bar today, West Ham. That's actually pretty unlucky on their part, I've got to be honest. They're going for it. I mean, it's too little too late, but they're going for it. They want that one. Still West Ham on the ball. Intercepted by Caicedo. Ango, counter, hit the counter. Jackson's in. Put it bottom corner. 5-0. Come on. That's what I want from Jackson. No, it's not. He's offside for flip's sake, man. Oh my God. Get out of here. Have a day off. That's not what I want from Jackson. That's not what I want. He's on. That's on. Go on, VAR. Have a look. He's on. He's got to be on. That looks so on. Where his foot is, that line is in front of the shoulder of Jackson. It's in front. He's on. That's got to be on. Do I need to get a ruler out? No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try and measure this. I'm going to try and measure this on screen. Just a piece of paper will do. He's on. That's onside, ref. Yes, it's on. It's 5-0. Get in there. Get in there. It's 5. There we are. Have it. Come on. Come on. Beautiful. That's what I want from Jackson. Yes, it is. That's what I want. Jackson with a brace. Jackson with a brace, and a good brace today. Like, today is actually a good brace. It's actually a good 2 goals from him. Brilliant. Actually, is it 2 goals? Or am I bugging? My bug. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, Nico Jackson scored from Madueke's assist. Yeah. That's a great ball in from Caicedo. Great interception, good through ball. Great placement. Didn't hesitate. Bottom corner. Happy days. And he picked the far corner. I'm sorry, the near corner. I would have thought he was going to go to the far corner, if I'm honest. Silva is off. Disassi. Okay, fair enough. Disassi coming on. I would have liked Levi Colwell, but fair enough. Kelvin, thank you very much. Let's go to George now. 5 things we learned. 6 things we learned. Although, maybe you're trying to go along with the scoreline, perhaps. So, yeah. There's Gusto! Gusto, brilliant! Brilliant. Chalobah is off. Gusto is on. Cool. Give these guys some minutes. Let them, get back into the rhythm of things properly. And let's see where it goes from there. There's no team like Chelsea in it. How do you get destroyed 5-0 by Arsenal? And then, and before that, you beat Everton 6-0. But after the 5-0 battering, you beat West Ham 5-0. We're such a bipolar team. It's ridiculous. We are actually bipolar. We need medication. This team needs medication. Funnily enough, that's the one thing we don't have. We don't have a medical department. Maybe that's why we're bipolar. Maybe it's the medical department. Maybe it's all their fault. We don't have the treatment. We don't have the medicine. We don't have anything. Everyone's injured. Everyone's crazy. Everyone doesn't know what's going on. We're just all over. It's the medical department. Carefree Blue, thank you very much. Saying Caicedo needs a shout. He has improved massively. He definitely has. That's for sure. That's a handball. That's a handball. That's a handball, ref. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I also have to say, can I say one thing? This referee today, on the money. This referee today has been brilliant. Who is this ref? I need to find out, because in England, referees now are very, far. Very, you don't know what you're getting with these lot now. Very, very few and far between. Bloody hell, I can't find the ref. All right. I will find it another way. Louise, thank you very much, saying I needed this. Inject a Chelsea W in my veins. 100%. We all needed this. Let me see the referee today is Andrew Madley. Andrew Madley. Big up Andrew Madley. Good ref. Lawrence, thank you very much, saying Caicedo redemption from his debut for sure. He's definitely playing better. We see him winning the ball more, intercepting more, running forward more. Happy days. As long as we get that more consistently from him, I'm happy. But again, it comes from Gallagher alongside him doing the dirty work. Caicedo does need that assistance, and he gets it, and it helps Caicedo elevate his game. We see when Caicedo and Enzo are playing together, none of them are really there to do the dirty work. They're both players that you use on the ball. And you do end up with a lack of balance sometimes. How many times have we been bypassed in midfield when Caicedo and Enzo were there? But again, now we know Enzo is playing on flipping steroids. Painkillers. It's hard to tell. Here's Gallagher. Jackson has now shifted over to the left and Kunku has gone up top. Here's Nkunku now. Welcome back. Nkunku to Palmer. Gusto. The other game is still 0-0, by the way. Brighton, Aston Villa, still 0-0. Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Cole Palmer. What a great Sunday this has been. What a great afternoon. Lovely, jubbly. Disassi, Caicedo. Caicedo. Gusto. Nkunku, free kick. Nkunku takes. And there's the league table. We've managed to improve our goal difference by a lot, and we needed that, to be fair. We definitely needed that. We're plus 11 now, which is great. We need United to lose. If United lose, I've just figured, if United lose to Palace, that would open everything up. If United lose, that would, at that point, yes. Let's look at the league table. We're level on games and points with Newcastle. I'm sorry, level on games, 2 points behind. If Man United lose tomorrow, that would be immense. Oh my God. I don't think they'll lose. That's the problem. I don't think they'll lose, which is why I'm still saying this is... but I will be watching. We will be watching. We will be paying attention. We'll be looking at that Crystal Palace United game, and hopefully, United can drop points. Penalty for Brighton. I've just seen. Penalty for Brighton. Come on, Villa, man. What are you doing? Or even if United draw. Yeah, even they've missed. Have they missed? Have Brighton missed? Gilchrist coming on. Cole Palmer coming off. Well done, Cole Palmer. Brighton missed, didn't they? Oh no, they scored. Bloody, they scored. It's 1-0. Aston Villa, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you allowing Tottenham to stay in this? What's wrong with you? One 0 Brighton. So, yeah. Now, I know Man United still need to play Arsenal, but this is the thing. You can't say that again. Man United are a weird team. Look, Man United beat Liverpool. You know, Man United are that team. They come up against big boys and then they just show up. They're in an FA Cup final for a reason. They just do this. Little teams, they capitulate against. They're almost like us. Almost. Except now we look like we've actually started clicking things together. Man United, though. So I wouldn't just write them off against Arsenal. Man United Arsenal Old Trafford is one of those games where United can just somehow beat them 2-0. They're capable of that. So Crystal Palace is the sort of game where United tend to throw it away. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they go to Selhurst tomorrow and get battered. But it's not going to be an easy thing to rely on. It's not going to be an easy thing. And at the same time, we need to win. We need to keep winning. We got Nottingham Forest next away. Then we got Brighton after that away. And then we finish the season at home to Bournemouth, who will not be easy, by the way. Bournemouth are in 10th, 6 points behind us, and they've come up out of the flipping ashes like a phoenix. Here's Nkunku, Cassidy, Caicedo. Have a shot. Unlucky, blocked. But Bournemouth won't be easy. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. Very, very tight. But if United drop points quickly, that would help the situation. At that point, it opens everything up. So we will be paying attention to that and we will be watching. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we lost to Forest at home. We did. This is what I'm saying. It's not going to be easy. People look at these games thinking, oh, lovely, piece of cake. No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. Doc Clone, thank you very much, saying, I love the performance, even though it won't distract me from my demand to the consistency of wins. That could be a proof of their mentality. Keep it up. I agree completely with everything you've just said. JC saying, Man United are dropping points tomorrow, 100%. Arsenal will batter United too. I hope. No, but then it means Arsenal might win the league as well, innit? We don't want that. Although if I had to choose, I would take Arsenal beating United instead for sure. Because then it helps us. So. Rostislav, thank you very much. Saying very good game by us. Moving Cuckoo to midfield has given us so much stability in possession and in transition. Finally, Caicedo isn't alone in the middle and he's playing superb as well. Loving this. I agree. You know what's funny? If you remember all the way back in pre-season, we did something similar, didn't we? Do you remember when we were playing a certain way in pre-season and we didn't see it again? Well, now we're starting to see it again. Yeah, it only took like 10 months. No, not 10 months. Actually, no, 10 months. It took 10 months. Flipping hell, July was the last time we saw all of this. Yeah? Bizarre. Edward, thank you very much. Are you actually beginning to trust the process? No. No, I'm not trusting anything yet. This is what I said before. I like what I see, cool, but I'm not being fooled again. I need to see the next game, similar performance. The game after at Brighton, similar performance. And then in terms of Pochettino and the team, that's what we can start talking about in terms of, are we going somewhere? But the process as a football club and the way we're running, that needs to change regardless. And the summer window is going to tell us if we are actually changing or not. If we are changing, I will trust the process. That is, the process has been amended and aligned with exactly what I feel needs to be done, and I will be happy with that. If we're not doing that, then no. No. Depends on the summer signings. Depends on the business we do. And it also depends on the next few games and what we're doing on the pitch. I like what I see so far. We're doing well since the second half of the Aston Villa game. Are we going to keep it up? We've had portions like this before. And then we've gone on to get battered later on. So. Oh, here comes Jackson. Can we make it 6 with 30 seconds to go? Give it to Nkunku! Give it to Nkunku! Give! Go on, mate. It's all you. Don't pass the ball. Don't pass the ball! Nkunku scoring would have been a cherry on the cake. It actually would have been. $15 seconds to go. Can we get a 6th to wrap it all up? Go on. Swing it into the box. Go on. Don't go short. Don't go short. There's no point. Don't go short. Don't go short. There's no point. What are you doing? Full time. Full time. I never understand why they do that. Like, you might as well just dink it into the box. Try and go for a 6th. Finished 5-0. It's over. Happy days. Very happy. And this is going to be a very pleasant match review. Let me just tell you that now. A very, very pleasant match review. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this has been a very entertaining watch along for all of you. It has been for me. Thank you all for contributing. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. On to the next one. Our next game is fixtures. Let me just have a look. The 11th. So 6 days time. We've got Nottingham Forest, and then 4 days after that, Brighton. Then 4 days after that, we wrap up the season on the 19th of May. What a beautiful date that is. Anyway, we wrap up the season very, very soon. This is going to be our last week gap, basically, in between games before we call it a day. And we get ready for pre-season. So, thank you all so much. Have a good one. Be here for the review. That will be dropping in half an hour. If YouTube wants to fix itself and not play games like it did in the last one. But hopefully all is well and the processing will go through quickly for all of us this time. And I will catch all of you on the other side in about half an hour. Thank you all so much, people. See you lot then. Take care and peace.